Okay guys, so my camera died, so the last clip that you guys saw, I haven't used that video recorder. It is an old one. It's an Insignia. It's over 4 years old. My grandma had bought it for me back 4 years ago so that I could do videos of like my son and stuff and whatnot, and it's not the best quality. It does do the job. This camera right here, I'm actually using a GE G100. It has image stabilization. It's a digital camera, and it's really good. And it zooms in and out. It has the flash. So this is like a really good camera, and this is what I want to start recording my videos with. The battery is 100% full right now. I have to test it still and see how long the batteries last on this one. So the one that is a straight up camcorder that I was just using for the other videos, the one that's a cheaper quality, the Insignia, the battery will last, I don't know, like an hour and a half on it. I don't know how long this one will last, but that one did not give me a notice when the battery was extremely low. It just cut off and stopped recording. This one will flash at me, I believe. That one did not. It just stopped. So it might even beep. So we are gonna go through this. I'm just switching back and forth since there are like over 500 polishes here. We are going to maybe there's a little less than 500. I know I did get rid of some before, but whatever. I'll count at the end and I'll let you guys know. We're gonna keep going through this. The problem with this camera, it's fine for doing videos like this, but when I start recording like tutorials and stuff for you, I'm going to have to put a mirror behind it because it doesn't have like a viewfinder that I can flip around and see what I'm doing. It's just a straight up regular digital camera. It is a good quality. It is HD video, HD pictures. It focuses good. It'll focus better on these polishes than the last one did. But I'm just kind of switching back and forth because I'm trying to get all this done in one shot, even though it's going up in sections because it's so long and so much. But I am doing this sitting on the floor in one shot. I do move the camera around a little bit if you've seen the couple videos before because I'm a fat ass and my legs hurt from sitting on the floor. My big butt should not be on the floor for this long of a time, period. So when my feet start falling asleep, I do move the camera around. I also have poor circulation, so my feet fall asleep pretty quickly. So we still have a giant, I'm using one of these huge buckets that, like, if you get a lot of mail, the mailman will leave for you. They were actually donated to my old job, and when I left my old job, the warehouse was shutting down. We used them to deliver newspapers, and the warehouse was shutting down because these are like the really old, falling apart buckets, so it does say you're not supposed to use them for anything other than U.S. mail, but they were donated to us, and when the warehouse was shutting down, I still had some of them in my car. They let me take them. They let me keep them, so I do use them for storage. I mean, this is a huge bucket. If you know what I'm talking about, you know it's ginormous. So I have one already filled up. You can see over here, this is a giveaway. This over here is stuff that I am keeping, and actually the giveaway isn't giveaway. I'm selling the polishes to try to make up some extra money since I am waiting for my disability to hit. So I just kind of want to make a little extra money. Plus, since my grandma died, I haven't done nails as much as I used to. I used to be all about that nail life. Every 3 days I'd change my polish, I'd change my designs, I'd do stamping. I might even sell some of my stamping plates. I would just rather put money towards the mortgage on my house and get it paid off versus, you know, keeping all these polishes in a bucket that I'm just not using on a regular basis. I am keeping a lot still, so I still have a huge amount that I can use when I want to get back into it. But at this point right now, I need to get rid of some of it. I have way too much. I mean, I'm going through here and finding polishes I didn't even know I had. So let's make some money off of it. Let's get this going. And I figured since I can't really afford my subscription boxes too much anymore, April is the last month I'll be getting them. So this month coming up, since today is the 30th of March, April is the last month for my Ipsy and my BoxyCharm. I should have a couple more months left on Lit Monthly, but hey, they like to screw people over, so we're not counting on that. So I do need some fill-in videos. So we will be doing decluttering. I am also going to go through some more of my makeup and declutter, even though I did a giant declutter and gave a bunch of stuff away to my friend Alicia. She's Rhapsody here on YouTube. If you want to check out her channel, I will try to link her below if I can remember. But she is awesome. She comments on a lot of my videos, so you can check her out pretty easily. She's Alicia Adkins. She comments on everything, but she has a great channel as well. So we are going through, we are decluttering tons of shit lately. We're getting this shit done, and I don't know how long this is going to take, but every 30 minutes or so I think I'm going to stop and break them up into parts, because these videos are becoming an hour long a piece. I mean, it's a lot to get through. I know I should have probably done this a lot sooner, but I didn't, so we're doing it now. So let's get into this. As before, any skull polishes that I find in a skull bottle, we are keeping. Texture polishes, I have a thing for. They have a soft spot in my heart. There are a couple brands I can't get rid of that are indie companies. There are some that my grandma gave me the Christmas right before she died, so we're going through that. At the end of all of this, I will go through my maybe pile. I have a maybe nudes pile, so we can go through. I'll pick a couple nudes that I want to keep, get rid of the rest. I will show you that. I will go through the rest of my maybe pile with you guys and show you that and what we get rid of. At the end, I will show you all of the results. I will actually count off camera and count how many polishes I'm getting rid of, how many I'm keeping, how many I'm throwing away. I won't necessarily throw them away. I'll clean out the bottle if they're just like that at that point where they're crusted up and I can't use them anymore, or they're just almost completely gone, you can't use them anymore. I will rinse them out with acetone, keep the bottles. I do have a bucket of polishes that I made myself. We will go through and get rid of as well. So let's just get going. I've already wasted 6 minutes into the intro, but we're gonna go. This is from Schlee Polish. This is a indie brand. I love some of her polishes. This is called Disco Heaven. It is holographic. It's nothing but chunky moons, diamonds, all kinds of different holographic polishes. This is really good for those jelly polishes that I showed you in the last video. There'll be more, so you'll be able to see some in this video or other videos, but they're good for jelly polishes. You'll take, get a base color, put this crazy chunky glitter down, and then you put a jelly see-through polish on top of it, and it changes the color of the glitter. You can even rainbow it out and stuff. So this is really good for it, but oh, I'm surprised this bottle opens. Look at the cap. I have busted, I won't get rid of this anyways because it's the only one like this that I have, but I have busted this freaking cap up using my teeth and using pliers because it keeps like melding itself shut. If you see, there's like a chunk. Okay, my camera's not focusing. It's trying. You hear it clicking. It's trying. But it's just too much sparkle. It can't even focus right now, even against my hand. There we go. But there's like chunks of polish. It keeps like drying to itself, and it keeps like adhering itself shut. I have fought with this polish a million times. It is down to here on the bottle. I have used almost half of it. I will keep this. I love this. I believe I'm keeping a Nicole by OPI that's not, it doesn't have like the shapes in it, and it's not as chunky, but it is holographic like that, so when I do run out of this, I still have one close to it. I did buy this. I love it. It's Sally Hansen. It's like a rose colored, but it's got the holographic little glitters in there. It is strobe light, but again, in the last videos I've said when I moved at one point, I was stupid and I moved with those big drawers. Like I have those huge plastic drawers. There's like 3 in a row. You can get them really cheap at Walmart for like 10 or 15 bucks. And I didn't actually take any of my polishes out. We just moved the drawers from one spot to the other. I was only moving like 10 minutes away. And I only lost one casualty, one polish. It was a black jelly one that I made myself. And so some of my bottles have this black jelly polish. I don't know if you can see it. I might have to zoom out for it. That's in. Okay. Like there's this black jelly polish. It's not straight black, so you can kind of see through it. But once you start like taking acetone to the bottles, you'll take off the label and so I could clean the bottle off, but it would ruin the label and people don't want to buy that. Okay, so this next one, let me zoom out a little bit because it's not, there we go. This is a Rainbow Honey. It's an indie brand. This is Dirty Martini. See, look at how much better this quality is on this camera. It has different sparkles in it. It is a mint green. It's kind of like, it's got some blue shimmer in it, but it's got like brown little metallic glitters in there to make it like a chocolate chip martini color. It is really pretty. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile. I know the more indies and more expensive polishes that I have in my boxes, like the better the quality and people won't complain about them. But I do love Rainbow Honey, and I don't get that subscription anymore because it is, what was it, like $13 for the mini bottles, 3 mini bottles, plus whatever they threw in there for the subscription. They're $10 a bottle if you buy this online, and it was like, what, $30 for the big subscriptions, which I used to get. So that's maybe. Okay, the Zoyas my aunt bought me for Christmas. These are pixie dust. This is a pixie dust one. I have 2 mattes, and I have some pixie dust that she bought me. I know that I don't use them as much, but I'm going to put them in, once I get them all together, I'm putting them in the maybe pile, and I'm going to keep a couple and get rid of a couple. Here is a pure ice one. There is some polish on the cap. I'm going to see if I can salvage it. There's a little bit on the bottle too. It is pretty full. It's a pink bubblegum shimmer. I have other ones like this that I'm keeping. It's peony. I'm going to see if I can clean a little bit of this up and then try to sell it. So this one needs to go into a pile that I had of bottles that I am trying to clean up. If I can't clean them up, I won't sell them. I will keep them. Let's see. This one is Super Nails. This is Which Way to the Milky Way. Now, Super Nails is a indie brand on Etsy. I will try to link her down below if I can remember by the time I get this uploaded. If you guys are curious about what her Etsy shop is. Oh, actually, it's right here. It is, let's see. Let's see if I can zoom out. supernails.etsy.com. So there you go, because I know I'll forget by the time I have this uploaded, and I have so many parts to it. She makes these incredible ones, and you'll see more when I go through my bottles of mini indie polishes. I will go through them, but I can't get rid of this. It is this like metallic purple with all these crazy glitters in it, as you can see, and I love it, and it's beautiful. I probably won't get rid of hardly any of hers, if any at all. This is one of my first funky fingers. I can't remember the name of it. It smells like apples when it dries. The label that had the name part, like, came off on it. And I don't think they make this one anymore. It's the bright green with the blue shimmer. I have put thinner in this so many times that I have to put a white base under it to make it pop. But it smells like green apple when it dries. And it's beautiful, and I can't get rid of it. I will keep this until it is, like, nothing, until it's a jelly polish. Okay, so my camera did just drop down to 2 out of 3 batteries. We're at 12 minutes on the video, so we're going to see how this goes. I do have the other one plugged in. Here's a Bonita. As I've said in the other ones, I hate orange. This is a nasty burnt orange going bye-bye. This I talked about, 84. I have a couple of them. This came in a set. It is Broken Hearted Girl. 84 is a really good indie company. I actually bought a tank top that she made that I eat glitter for breakfast, and you can pick your colors. It's a green, like a medium green glitter. But she sells nail polish, and she sells like different stuff on her website. She was on Etsy, and that's where I bought it from, but I think she might have like an actual website now. I've never used this. I'm gonna get rid of it. I did keep the hot pink out of the collection though. This is a Glow in the Dark by Funky Fingers, and I probably shouldn't keep them all. I did keep the green and the pink. I think I'll get rid of the peachy color, because I don't think they really show up peachy, if I remember correctly. They don't really show up peachy. It's just like an overcoat. This is a Wet n Wild. We're going to get rid of them. Again, if you see these stickers, I will have to peel them off for every bottle, but I used to number them at one point, and I put them in an app on my phone, which got to be such a pain in the ass, where I actually had you enter the name, the polish, color, and a picture, and that way you have it, and you can look it up in alphabetical order so you know what polishes you have. At one point I was so obsessed with nail polishes that I had to do that, so I wasn't buying duplicates. I bought the whole line of Pure Ice. I don't know what collection this is, but they're like all like this, where they're like super shimmery. Super shimmery, and they have like the chunky glitter, but they have like the super shimmer as well. I think we're going to keep it right here for the zooming. I think that's the best picture we're getting so far. I did use them for ornaments, to make ornaments. They made beautiful Victorian style ornaments. It is half gone, so I will keep these. I won't sell or get rid of anything that's half gone or more. This is Cult Cosmetics. As I said in the other videos, these are one coat polishes, and I believe they don't make them anymore, because you could go to cultcosmetics.com. They actually had a subscription box I was subscribed to at one point when I was making really good money. I had like every box you could imagine. But but they don't have a very huge line. They only add 2 or 3 polishes every few months, and it was getting to the point where I had every polish and they were starting to send me duplicates. This one is called Boneyards. I have 2 of them. It is a dark gray. I have a bunch of giveaway stuff for you guys, but I think the nail polishes I'm going to take out of there and try to sell them in my boxes. I'm keeping that. I'm seeing a lot of indies down here, and I don't even want to touch them because I hate having to decide. I can't get rid of this one. It's got nail polish all over the bottle. I mean, guys, this is real life. I had a green one that leaked too. It was actually this one, this pure ice that I used all the time. It, like, the bottle had, like, chunks, like, crusted on the outside of it that I actually finally got scraped off at one point. But the cap wasn't closed all the way, which is my bad. So this one stays, too, because this one's almost gone, and it's covered in different colors of polish. Real life people, real polish collections. I do have a polish rack, but it only holds, like, 100 polishes. So at one point, once I moved into here, we took it off the wall of my apartment, and it never got put up here yet, which it will. I just gotta figure out where in the office I can put it up. But at one point, one rack is just not enough polish for 500 bottles. I'm going to keep this peach one. I might give it to my mom, but the bottle's too messed up. So, I can't sell it. But I am going to I'm keeping a pile out of stuff that I want to get rid of, but I can't sell. So I might put them in a yard sale, or I might give them to my mom. Here's another Black Delilah lacquer. Again, you can see the pigmentation is kind of funky on it, and I'm seeing that all of hers are doing that along with this green. You can see it better in this video now. You see that white pigmentation, so I have to try. I am going to, this one's really pretty. It's a wine roses. I don't know, I might keep it, but I know that it'll be in a good box. So we're going to put this in the maybe pile. If I can't get the pigmentation to go back to being right on it, it doesn't really change the color of the polish, but it looks bad, and people don't want, oh, I paid $50 for this box and I got some shitty polish, and they complain, and then you can get kicked out of our makeup groups and stuff, and I don't want to deal with that. So I would like to try to make sure everything looks as good as possible. Also, if you do plan on selling polishes, make sure you take like a, this one's not bad because I've only worn it once. But if it does have like some polish crusted up around the neck of the bottle, you take a cotton ball with some acetone on it and make sure you clean the bottle necks. Just so that they look nice, so people don't open them and be like, oh, they gave me shitty polish, blah, 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 and they complain. You know, so I'm going to try to mix this up. If I can't mix it up, I'll keep it for myself because it is beautiful and I do like it. But if not, if I can mix it up, I'll sell it. The polish isn't bad. Whatever white pigment that the lady used in those polishes at that time, it just keeps separating. And I had seen something, I'm in a couple polish groups on Facebook. Hold on, we're moving again. I need a vacuum this. I'm in a couple polish groups, and I had seen some stuff about that in the groups about their actually some of the same polishes that I have. Were separating like that. I don't mind. One of our videos cut off like right when I was doing this one, so I don't know if it was in there or not, so I just threw it back in the bucket when the other camera died. Again, this is one of those sugar shimmers from Sally Hansen. It is a beautiful sky blue color. It's coming off darker on camera than what it is, but it has pink shimmer in it that shifts to gold, and it is a texture, so it's even the bottle is textured. And that's the green on here is not like nail polish spillage. It's just, I think the bottle's old. I got them for $1.49 at Kmart. They clearanced them out. Walmart clearanced them out too, so I got some at Walmart for $1. But I am going to keep these because they're textured, and I have a soft spot in my heart for textured polishes. This one I love so much. This is called Lady Charlotte. It is a beautiful lilac color with a soft pink, and those are bigger glitters, and then a micro gold glitter in a clear base. My grandfather actually picked this out for me for Christmas, and he did really good. There was a Christmas where my aunt and my grandfather did not let me pick out the stuff, or they let me usually pick out everything I want for birthday and Christmas, and then they'll still buy extra stuff on top of that. And he picked this out for me along with another polish that I'm going to keep. But he did really good. For for my papa, for my grandpa picking out a polish. He picked out a really beautiful polish, so I'm proud of him, and I will always keep this. This is a parrot polish. I will be keeping all of my parrot polishes. I'm on the fence about this one. It's glow purple. It charges kind of like under a black light, which I have, but I don't. This has like something on the lid. It's like black, but it's like wiping off easily. It's like powder. These lids are a little funky. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile. I might get rid of this one because I did try to just glow it under regular light, and it wasn't glowing under regular light, and I know it will under black light. So I don't know, I'm on the fence about this. Parrot polish is really expensive. It's a really good brand. They dry really fast. You can go to, I believe, parrotpolish.com. They're an indie company. I am actually in the group. They do send you like other free stuff every time you buy a polish. They'll send you a free mini polish, and they'll send you a like free bar of soap that his wife Sonia makes, because it's a husband and wife who own the company and they own parrots. And I know some of the proceeds go to like a parrot like an organization that like an organization that like helps like parrots and like tropical birds and stuff. So I'm on the fence about this one. I might put it in a box, but I'm not sure. I feel like it's a lot of trouble to make it glow. This one we have is when I started switching back over to the minis on the Rainbow Honey, this one is Mr. Saturn. I've never used it. It's a light peachy nude with this just ever so slight scattered shimmer. It does need to be shaken up better than this. I'm going to put it in the nude pile. I do love Rainbow Honey. They're pretty good like parrot polish. You can go to rainbowhoney.com. They have bath products. They have a lot of perfumes, which I have a lot of them. Lotions, different bath products that they make. They're an indie company. Everything's handmade. And their formula dries really quickly, and they have so many unique glitters and shimmers and colors. This I'm going to put in the nude pile. I might keep it, I might not. I don't wear nude polish a whole lot, but if I need to go do something, then I need to use a nude polish. Okay, so the 84 that I was talking about, it was a trio of the Valentine collection. Let me shake this up. This looks like sick and crazy. So I did keep the... Let me see if I can get it real quick. Okay, let me grab it real quick. This was a trio, and they're all 84. I don't remember if I paid full price or not for it. I was working a job where I could blow money on nail polish and makeup, and I did, and now I don't have that luxury anymore. But I was blowing money on indies are my favorite. I love supporting those companies. But I am keeping this one, as I showed in the other videos. It's a hot, super neon. It's like the hottest neon pink you can ever find. It's not showing up very well on camera. And it has gold shimmer throughout it, and it's Take the Cake. I am keeping that one, which I already showed in another video. And I believe in this video, is it this part, I'm getting rid of these hearts, which was a Broken Hearted Girl. And then this was the other that came in the trio. This is Stuck on You. It is white, and it has, I don't believe that's a heart. I don't think that glitter, can you see it? Let me back out of it. I don't believe that's a heart. I think it's just a big circle, but there are some like circles and some holograph micros, but it's in a white cream. Yeah, these are circles. I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile. It's Stuck on You. It's so freaking pretty, and it's so different and unusual. And we are down to 1 bar on my battery, so maybe I can only film for a half an hour on this camera. That would suck really bad. It also wasn't charging for as long as it should have been, so maybe that's it. So I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile, but I need to keep an eye on my camera at this point. This is Funky Fingers Glitter Matters. It's like orange. It's orange, pink, and white chunky glitters. They're matte. I'm gonna get rid of it. It's a good summer polish. This is Sinful Colors Cream Pink. It's not creamy, but it has a gold shimmer to it. I'm gonna put it in the maybe pile. It's different. I like this one. Mint polish was like a super huge thing, and this is Mint Apple, and this is like a cult classic for Sinful Colors. I think I'm gonna keep that. This, however, I'm going to get rid of. It's Funky Fingers. It needs to be shaken up. It's fine, though. It's Cyclone Sky. It's just a mint green. I'm going to get rid of it since I just kept the other one. This one is Purple Craze by Sally Hansen. I'm going to get rid of it. This is a Rainbow Honey one, and it is gorgeous. It's coming off as like an indigo, but it's definitely bright purple with a little bit of blue sparkle and some different other colors in there. It is called Z-I. I'm keeping it. This one is called Asteroid B. I'm going to keep it because it makes a good galaxy nail without even trying. You just put a few layers of this on, even a black underneath it or whatever, and it's this navy blue. It's got holographic, it got some purple in there, and it's got the holographic stars. So it's a good, just quick and easy galaxy if you want to do that. This one is a metallic one. I think it's from their robot collection from Rainbow Honey, and this one's called a Rosy Bot. It's like a rosy peach color. I know it needs to be shaken up better. But it's just kind of plain. I don't like it. I think all of them are just like colors like that with the metallic silver in them. So I'm going to get rid of it. This one is really pretty. This is called Twinkle. It's by Pure Ice. It's a pretty orangey coral color. I do kind of like this orange color, and it has gold shimmer. And it does have, oh well, that came off the cap. So I could sell this, maybe. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile. I think I've used it maybe once. Let's go with this. I have several of these. I'm going to put this aside to see if I can find any more, because I might have given all of them away. It's just an iridescent glitter, but these are nice to have for different like DIYs and stuff. So we're going to put that aside. If I can find more, then I'll only keep one. This is a Maybelline Gilded and Gold Jewels. It's just gold flakes. It's not even glitter. They're flakies. I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna put it in the maybe pile because it's not straight gold glitter. They're like flakes. I do hate most of the formulas for these Maybelline color shows, but this is different. It's like flakes. They're not the same shape, not the same sizes, so I'm gonna put that in the maybe pile. This I'm going to keep. The bottle's leaking. It's a beautiful, like, Barbie cream pink. It's a laser pink. The ring of it's messy. But I love this. I get compliments on this, and I'm keeping it. Here's another one of those mini, it's like a jelly cream pink color. It's not quite opaque, but it's a pink. I'm going to get rid of it from the Color Workshop. I've never used any of these either, by the way. Those are all brand new. This is one of those mattes that I got from the Wet n Wild collection. I feel like it's so dark. I feel like this isn't as bright as the other one was. I am losing some light too. This is Careful, it's a vintage. I'm gonna get rid of it. This is a Sephora Formula X in fluorescent. It was clearanced out. So I don't know if they have this one anymore, and obviously it is bright as green. I'm keeping it. This is a Santee Glow in the Dark polish. It is like half gone, and I didn't use it on anything, so I don't know what the hell is going on with it. It's a crappy formula, so I think I'm going to throw it away, but I'm going to, clean it out. I'm throwing them away. I'm dumping out the polish and cleaning out the bottles. I don't know. Maybe it's... It's half gone, and I don't know why it's half gone, because I don't remember using them. So I'm going to set that aside and probably dump it. This is really old, and there's like, oh yeah, it had spilled on the bottle. I've had this one. This is one of my first Sinful colors. It's pink. It's a neon pink. It is so old that it's crusted up. I can see the brush at the bottom. It is chunky. We are cleaning this out. It's going in the garbage. This is another one of those sugar coats. I am keeping it. It is called Pink Sprinkle, and the cap has that sticky residue left from their damn stickers that they put all over this. But I'm going to keep that because it's that texture one. This is a Rainbow Honey one.